Hello there and welcome back. And so today we're going to finish opening up this box right here. So where we last left off, I ended up having to open up this whole box. And a few more secrets have been revealed from doing that, including these glasses over here. Well, they almost look like the old 3D glasses, but they're all the same color. And as you can see a little bit closely, it looks like there's a pattern behind it. And that is something that I kind of noticed, because it has this whole scribbling red pattern all over the box. And that is when we're going to use these glasses to find out the secrets. As I remember seeing one day in a book, they're talking about how if you have multiple colors sprinkled about in the same area, and then you see a lens through one of those colors, you'd be able to recognize any sorts of patterns that you might not have been able to notice previously. And as you can kind of almost see, the whole box is going to be sprinkled with this same pattern. And we're going to see a bit more on that, and we're going to look for the secrets. So it looks like one of the first ones I saw was near this part, and it was right up here at the end. If I could show it to you. It may be very hard for me to show you because, you know, the limitations of these glasses here with the camera. There we go. You might be able to see it now. That there's this red circle with a symbol in the middle. It may be kind of hard to make out what it's saying, but if I position it like this and you really squint at it, you can notice the alphabet in a tic-tac-toe shape as well. And this is not just the first one that's over here. And the next one that I found was on the other side over here. On the top area up here, it's another circle. Again, not too easy to see. With a bit more of the alphabet. Looks like this one is starting in J and goes all the way down to R. Let's see if there's any more that I can find. And then the last one that was found was on the top up here. Which, if I can do it justice. Let me try this method, maybe it works better. You can start to see a triangle shape as well. S, T, U, and V are on it. But this time it's on a cross pattern instead of a tic-tac-toe pattern. I'm going to see if there's any other ones left, but I'm not too sure. Nope. After looking at it more, there aren't any more letter ones. There is one last pattern, however. Well, I shouldn't call it a pattern, but there's a secret message right here. But of course, it's going to be very hard to read. But I'm going to leave this for later on. Right now, we got to deal with this pattern one way or another. And I know just how to do it. Alright. So the secret code that we were just shown is a special secret writing that is normally referred to as Pigpen. And the way that the code is made is by using two tic-tac-toe patterns, or pounds, or number signs, however people like to call it, and then two crosses. And with the second of every, there would be a dot in different spots. And then all you have to do is write down the whole alphabet. English to be specific. A, B, C, and then D, X, Y, and then Z. And that's Pigpen for you. And the way you would write down the Pigpen is to match up every letter with each shape, including whatever dots there may be. So if you really wanted to write down something that was very secret, then maybe you would have to write down secret a bit differently. So that's the S shape, the E, the C, the R, and don't forget the dot, the E again, then lastly, the T. And congrats, you learned a coded message. Now, why is this important? Because, remember on the first video? Because on the first video, there was one side from the outside that had these symbols on it. Now I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like this, because it looks like it matched up with this orchid here. And at first it just looks like Lou, and then Fifis, and then whatever. But we're going to copy this all onto the piece of paper, and then we're going to go decode it. And as you could see, as I read it completely perfectly in my first attempt, we can make it solvable real easily. Now the first one looks like it's going to be C, E, and then I'll give you a few seconds, and then I'm going to start frequencing it. N, T, R, I, then F, and then U, G, then another E. Centrifuge. All I know about it is that it's a scientific equipment that's used to like mix chemicals. Or no, the opposite. It spins a chemical around to separate them. Now let me test this thing upside down, make sure I'm not missing anything secret. No, never mind. It's just all jibber jabber. Even looking at it backwards doesn't make any new words. Alright, so now we figure out this next secret right here. The centrifuge over here. And so there's one last thing to look at. And it's going to be this spot right down here. Now, if you can look carefully, you can already notice like a little line up here. It's not just an illusion. There is an actual box here with actual words in it too. And so if I brighten it up, put the lens onto it, even without all the glare and stuff, it is honestly kind of hard to read. But I can tell. It looks like this thing also has another flower thing on it. Kind of like the Pigpen part had that orchid. This one says aster. Let's see if I can make you read it better. Nope. Looks terrible. Anyway, just trust my word on this, and I'm going to read what it says. And it says, wrap me around a toilet paper roll cord to read my message. Now, this makes 0 sense. But, not to me. Because it's talking about our lovely friend, the piece of string. This one also has the aster on it. Since that one was also aster, I guess it's talking about the same thing. So we're going to be able to wrap this around? next time. Too bad, left you on a cliffhanger. See you then.